is up. The old walk and talk as I await people to join me. It's so windy. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I have absolutely no idea. The GoPro is really good at canceling out wind, but not necessarily an iPhone like this. So we'll have to see if you guys can even hear me. But I'm on a local river, waiting to see if anybody joins me and jumps in. Show you guys my scenery here in a sec. Usually around the 2 or 3 minute mark, I get someone chiming in and engaging. If I don't fall in the river. All right. Pretty spot here, actually. I'm going to show you guys upriver, looking towards the mountains. Then panning downriver east. And we are live, YouTube live. And 9:22 Mountain Standard Time on a Tuesday morning, December 9th. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope somebody jumps in. Yeah, so pretty. I mean, there's a river in town. I mean, am I lucky to live here? Anyone else live here? Are we lucky to live here or what? I mean, that's a river in town. It's still that pretty. Just magical to me. There's trout. There's trout in town too. I was talking about that yesterday. I'm hoping somebody is skipping work or skipping school and can join me here. Fish On with Coach Steve, YouTube Live. Somebody, anybody, somebody. And it's usually about a now-ish that someone finds me and jumps in on the old YouTube Live. Coming up on the 2 minute mark. I'll hang with you guys for a few, 10 or 15 today. If anybody jumps in. I just like talking fishing, connecting with you guys, and I always pick up some subscribers. Sometimes you guys send me random little gifts that I have no idea what they mean, but they're cool. Really making me want to fish, though. Like, really making me want to fish. I don't see any fish right now. You could get a rising trout to a little midge, a little winter midge in here. I bet. I bet. But there's fish in here. Not tons, but I bet there's some fish in here. Maybe, just maybe, just maybe, as we approach the 3 minute mark, somebody might jump in and start a little chat here with little old me, Fish On with Coach Steve. But I don't know. We'll see. Coming up in the 3 minute mark, it's a slow time to do a YouTube live. It's a really slow time to do a YouTube live, but somebody might jump in here. But it is a slow time to be live, but I thought I'd try it anyways. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you can see the mountains this way or not. But you can see the bridge. But you can see the bridge from the road right here, but I'm not sure if the mountains come out or not. But we will await to see the first person that jumps in. 3.5 minutes. Someone's got to be chiming in. Maybe, 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 maybe. It's fishy here. There's this really fishy spot I'm going to walk to right now over here. It's extremely fishy. I know there'd be a fish here. It's not a great time of year to fish, but I'll say this: down in town. What's up, Dale? How you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Where in the world are you coming from? But one thing, I was down in town. These rivers stay open. So if the mountain rivers and streams are iced over, these tend to stay open because I'm down in town. And when I say down in town, 5,000 feet, but at least that's lower elevation and warmer than the mountains. But check that. You think this has fish? I've got my polarized glasses on. I don't see any, but that doesn't mean they're not there. These aren't like Kodas with the correct color lens. You'd really not need the pinkish red lens. I coach in these more than as much as I fish in these, but I can't afford Costas right now. Slow time to be live. Slow time to be live, Dale, but thanks for jumping in. How are you today? Maybe we get more people. if you're curious where I'm at, this is the St. Vrain River in Longmont, Colorado, in town. There's one of the main roads through Longmont right here. And if you look close, you can see the mountains through there. And that's looking east. This shot right here is looking east downriver. But I mentioned yesterday, these streams, these rivers and streams in town can hold a lot of fish. A lot of fish. They're fun, and people overlook them. People overlook them and don't fish them. And I'm looking. Sorry, I'm looking for fish. What's up, Robbie? Yeah. Hey, no, I know. I've been there. I have been there. Yeah, that's why they call it fishing, not catching, right? Isn't that the proverbial joke right now? So I hear you. Yeah, it's one of those things. Hope you guys are doing well. Robbie, where in the world you coming from? Doing a little YouTube live here, looking for fish. I'm looking for fish. I don't really see any fish. I know there's some here though. I've actually fished this area. Oh, thank you, Denise. God bless you. How are you? Thanks for chiming in and jumping in. If I could speak today, it's not a good way to get views on YouTube Live if you can't even talk and speak English. But thanks for jumping in. God bless. Appreciate that. That's kind of why I do this, guys. It's fun to connect and engage with you guys. Really neat when other anglers come in, but it doesn't matter if you don't fish. And you guys usually hit that subscribe button for me, and you send me these random gifts. I don't even know what they mean, but they're cool. So appreciate you. Good morning. Yeah, great morning to you. It's almost 9:30 Mountain Time where I am at, and we're having a mild week here in Northern Colorado. A pretty mild week. We have temperatures in the 50s, even upper 50s all week long here. And the snow that you can see is melting quickly, very, very, very quickly. So, and I'm standing on the banks of the St. Vrain River. That is looking east and downriver, and you guys are looking at the St. Vrain River. Um, on this wonderful Tuesday morning. No bad days, right? There's no bad days at the lake. No, no, no. I'm on a river. There's some lakes near here, but this is called the St. Vrain River in Longmont, Colorado. I am about 40 miles north of Denver in northern Colorado. That is where little old Steve, Fish On with Coach Steve, is coming to you today live. It's a slow, slow time to. Oh my gosh, I'm looking for fish. Was that one? Oh, guys, you'll never be able to see it. Wish you were here with me with some polarized glasses. I'm going to show you guys a trout. I'm going to show you guys a brown trout in the river. I just think it's going to be hard for you to see. He's like, there's no way you guys can pick him up. But there's a trout here, and I mentioned yesterday these rivers in town are neglected and overlooked, and you guys should fish them. They're. It's not as pretty, I suppose, as like the mountains, but Um, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, wow, Denise, you're a good person if that's the case, and I hope you feel better. Sorry you're under the weather. I hope you feel better soon. Say a quick prayer that you feel better. So, I hope you have a better day and are feeling better quickly. Just one of those December winter colds, I'm hoping and assuming, or flu or something, but you'll get over it and bounce back, I hope. So, um, thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. I realize it's just a really slow time to be YouTube live, but what the heck? Oh, thanks for the floating heart. I don't know. I've never got one of those. I've never got one of those. I haven't gotten a floating heart for my wife. So thank you. Never gotten a floating heart before. That's really cool. Um, that's why I do these. Look at that view, guys. Eastern Colorado, isn't that cool? But that's why I do these. Yeah, it's fun to connect and engage with you guys. And if I'm not fishing or editing a fishing video, then it's fun to go YouTube live because you guys send me these gifts and subscribe, and it's fun to connect. So yeah, it's a good time here, guys, on the river. And I'll show you guys the view west here. Golden, you have a great day as well. I am the fishing man. I am the fishing man. I coach kids for a living for about 20 years now. I've been coaching kids in tennis for a living. So, Hillary, thank you so much. Hillary, thanks for the gift. Appreciate you. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Happy December. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. No, 100%, Chelsea. I almost always have a fishing rod, spinning gear, fly rod, or both in my truck at all times. 100%, totally agree with you. I am not able to fish right now. I don't have time. I got a few more minutes with you guys, and I got to run. But yeah, no, totally agree. I am one of those people, Chelsea. Maybe you're the same. I'm one of those people. If I see water, I literally wonder, are there fish in there? And I look for fish, and I wonder if there's fish. Whether I'm driving, walking, I literally always wonder if there's fish, and it's always smart to have fishing gear in your car or truck. What do I like for lures? Oh, when I get that question on my channel, I mean, if someone says like one lure the rest of your life, I'm probably going with like a 3-inch Gulp minnow, a 3-inch Gulp minnow on an 1/8 ounce jig head. As far as spinning gear, like in smelt shad color, like that silver black. There's something about soft plastic. Fish bite it and hang on, and they don't let it go. I have caught on a 3 to 4 inch Gulp minnow. I have caught redfish, flounder. I have caught pompano. I've caught bass, walleye, trout. I mean, anything that swims will bite a Gulp minnow. So, in answer to the question of like one lure for the rest of your life, that's where I'd go. As far as a fly rod, it would almost probably have to be some kind of nymph, like a flashback pheasant tail nymph or prince nymph or something like that. As far as fly, how cold is it? Oh, hey, is it Henry? Or wait, I can't see that. Yeah, Henry. It's not bad. It's not too bad here. We're in the 50s. I know it probably looks cold, but that snow is melting and it's really not that bad here. We had a storm come through last week and it's not that bad right now. But thanks for jumping in, guys. Decent little engagement for a Tuesday morning. I didn't even know if anybody would stop in. Biggest fish I have, Denise, biggest one I've ever caught is in freshwater, it'd be a carp or a catfish. Nothing amazing, like 30 to 40 pound carp and catfish. Um, Saltwater, I do have some pretty cool catches in saltwater. I've caught a number of 6 to 7 foot sharks. If you go to my channel, um, if you go to my videos on YouTube, Fish On with Coach Steve, um, the most recent one, it will say S2E57, I think, season 2, episode 57. Well, if you go to season 1, like episode 50 to 55, you'll see me with my sharks. So if you want to see Steve reel in a 6 foot, 150 pound shark, that's where those are. So, um, 8 pound bass, that's a toad. Congratulations, Chelsea. That's a monster. That's a quality bass no matter where you are. That's fantastic. Where was that at? Uh Aqua. Yeah, if you ate a human and cannibalized your coworker, I'd probably go to the doctor for a couple reasons. Um Oh, I love these comments, At least I haven't gotten a 6-7 yet. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure it's coming. I just set myself up, but we don't have a young people throwing me the 6-7 yet. Oh my gosh. Fish pee. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But you guys are looking at the St. Vrain River, Northern Colorado. I got a couple more minutes with you guys. Let me show you guys. If you were fishing this, oh, my fish is still here. There's no way. Oh, cool. Chelsea, cool. Very cool. Yeah, it's not going to come out, guys, but there's a brown trout 10 feet from me. I'm going to show you, but there's just no way you'll see it. But it's so cool. Obviously, this is what you would call like a run before this little waterfall, kind of like man-made waterfall. So all this is good fishing, but let me show you guys something really quick before I go. Anybody think this looks any good right here? So you get a lot of this on rivers, especially in town, these kind of like man-made, almost like man-made little waterfalls. People take their kayaks and little floats down, their little tubes down these things, Um, but these are, obviously the this whitewater like this, oxygenates the water. There's bugs, there's food, there's cover, there's a spot for, fish to hide. You would want to throw like right on the edge of this and even right in the middle of this. But how good does this look right here? But this is just right in town, like a lot of the rivers and streams in my area. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is right in town. And I mean, these rivers are overlooked. Nobody fishes them in town, and there's fish in here. I mean, I'm staring at a brown trout literally right now. So there's fish in these. I just don't have time to fish today. I got to go in a minute, but hello, Chelsea and Roger. Yeah, no, thanks for jumping in. No, that is cool. Denise, yeah. If you never catch anything, well, I can help you out. I only claim to coach tennis for a living. So the whole moniker "Fish On with Coach Steve," that's all because I've been a tennis coach for 20 years in this area, Northern Colorado. But I do get a lot of people saying that I help them catch fish. So if you check out my videos on YouTube, I keep it very simple. I break it all down. I keep it very simple. I don't make it rocket science, and I help a lot of people catch fish. A lot of people ask me to guide them, but that's just not something I'm doing at this point in my life. I have absolutely no interest in guiding. I take people for free. The last guy that asked me to guide, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or sound like a hero. I'm just saying the last guy that asked me a guide, I politely declined and told him no. But then he said, "What can I pay you to take me fishing?" And I said, "We'll just go for free." And so, like at that point, it's like, come on, man, this guy really wants to fish with me. So I took him out for free after him saying, "What can I pay you to take me?" So, and we got him on some fish, and he ended up catching one of his first trout on a fly rod. So that was actually kind of cool. Hello, Bonnie. How you doing? USA, yeah. Craig, nice, yeah. Oh, cool. Skippy, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Um, yeah, no, that's cool. I did an elk hunt. What's that little town north of Craig? It'll come to me. Buford, I think, kind of Buford, north of Rifle. I did an elk hunt with a buddy a long time ago. So I know what you're talking about. That's really cool. Hey, Bonnie, how are you? 17 minutes. I'll cut this off at like the 20-minute mark, but thanks for jumping in, guys. Pretty good engagement for a Tuesday morning. It's now like 9:38 Mountain Time. Just tired. Oh, sorry, Bonnie. Hope you feel better and you're doing better if you're a little bit under the weather. But show you guys again, pan around from west. This pan will be from like west and then south and then east. So it'll be upriver and then south and then east, downriver. Just a little like sidewalk and pedestrian walkway. Bonnie, you're 11:38. Okay, so that makes you Eastern time. You're in Florida or East Coast or something, huh? So, Colorado. Hey, Roger, I am. Oh, cool, Denise. Permit for hunting. What kind of hunting is he gonna do? I'm in Northern Colorado, Roger, in Longmont. This is the St. Vrain River, one of my home rivers in Longmont, Colorado. And as you can see, I'm in town. You can see this bridge here. I am in town. And before a lot of you guys jumped on, I was explaining how a lot of these rivers are kind of overlooked. These trout streams in my area are kind of overlooked, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good to fish. They're worth hitting. I mean, they are worth hitting. In my area, I'm going to start walking back to my truck, but in my area, you talking like south to north, you have Boulder Creek, St. Vrain, Big Thompson, and the Pooter. And all of these rivers flow in town and obviously continue out east and then, dump into the Platte or wherever in eastern Colorado. And they're all good fishing. I mean, they're all good fishing and people overlook them. And in particular, like in the fall for brown trout with streamers, you can do really, really well and no one fishes them. Maybe here now in early to mid December is not an amazing time to fish where I was just standing, but I bet I could pull one out of there. I catch fish anywhere. I catch fish anywhere, anytime with all methods. The only thing I don't do is fish the hard water. And by hard water, that's what the guys say when they're ice fishing. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I'm just not an ice guy. I would enjoy it having a fish on, but at this point in my life, it's just not my thing. Part of it is I just like to stay more mobile. I just don't want to sit in a hut and freeze. And I know you can bring like a heater and everything, but I'm not an ice guy. I don't know if any of you guys ice fish, but um, who else jumped in? Denise said hi. Hinek Tenazaka, how you doing? Sorry, I can't read unless I take off my polarized shades here. So hope you guys are having an amazing day Tuesday. And nice radio voice. Oh, thanks. It's funny. My mom passed away last year, and my parents happily married for 59 years, and my dad's still around and doing really well at 82. But my mom passed away last year, and she always said I should have been a sports broadcaster just because I have a clear voice, I guess, and I love sports. So yeah, it's just funny you say that. So appreciate that comment. Made me immediately think of my mom, who just always said I had a good voice for like sports broadcasting and something I kind of always wanted to do and never did. But I guess, hey, I'm talking to you guys and I coach for a living. So I'm using my voice for that. Someone told me once I have a Kansas accent, which I thought was absolutely fascinating. I've had a couple people say I have a Kansas accent or Midwest accent, which is crazy. I was born and raised in Kansas City, and I had someone actually say I have a Kansas accent. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't even know Midwest or Kansas accent was even a thing, but I was told that actually twice in recent months, and I thought that was fascinating. Hunting's still legal in California. I'm not really sure. Um, yeah, thanks, Bonnie. Uh, all good. Denise, happy. Yeah, happy to be with you guys. So, hey, I bet you guys can see the mountains now. Let me pan west one more time before I go. Pretty blessed to live here. Pretty blessed to live here. There's a killer sunrise from my house this morning. Um, hey, so I tell you what, guys, tomorrow, last thing, tomorrow I am taking an epic fishing trip to the South Platte River, which is south of Denver, Colorado, to an area called Cheeseman Canyon. It's absolutely magical. You literally feel like you're transplanted into the Bob Marshall wilderness in Montana when you go there. And it is absolutely incredible. And that is going to be tomorrow on Wednesday. And by Thursday evening, Friday at the latest, I'll have a new video out. You guys want to check out while you're here, make sure to subscribe to Fish On with Coach Steve on YouTube. Follow us on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm doing most things these days on Facebook. Really trying to grow the Facebook and YouTube presence. You guys are getting me towards 3K subscribers on the old YouTube. Tried a TikTok live and it was weird. It wasn't really my thing. I may try that again, but I haven't done that much. But this Thursday evening, Friday at the latest, look for a new video. I think it'll be episode 58 from Cheeseman Canyon. It'll be little old me chasing trout on the fly rod that are as long as your leg, but really hard to catch. So I will be chasing trout as long as my leg, just massive trout that are really hard to catch, an area that is known to be tricky, if not impossible. Experts and pros and guides get skunked there. It is a very difficult spot to fish, especially in December, but I'm going to try it. So thanks, guys. Final view there looking east here. Make sure to subscribe. Thanks for the gifts. Hit that like, hit that follow, hit the bells and whistles, notifications, subscribe to the channel. God bless you guys. Have a good rest of your day. Catch you on the next video.